Hey guys, what's up? Tim Queenie, and today we're going to talk about some of the dangers of AI. Now, specifically, we want to talk about social engineering using AI. Social engineering is basically a very advanced form of computer hacking. And what most people don't understand when it comes to computer hacking, it's not that someone is breaching the firewall and breaking through and taking over a system. Of course, that happens too, but this is not the most common form and obviously not the most efficient form of hacking. The most efficient form is to pick up the phone, pretend that you are, for example, from an IT department, and then getting an employee to actually hand over their username and password so you can just bypass all of those systems and go straight to the source, log in and steal the data. Or log in, implement your backdoor, and then take over the system from within. So the weakest part in most systems is not actually software, it's actually humans. Now, there's a lot of different ways how people could do that. They could pick up the phone, but in many cases, it's just an advanced form of where someone is finding someone's contact information, maybe guessing someone's email, and then sending out emails pretending to be someone else, so getting some form of information from the person that might even happen over a couple of weeks, couple of months, in order to eventually breach the system with all the information combined. And that can start really harmlessly. Some person might just call and ask a nuanced detail, which you don't think is security relevant, so you're just giving it away. The person is actually quite smart. They know they have to find 10 puzzle pieces, so they just frame it in a certain way that you just get the first puzzle piece without raising suspicion. And then over time, they're calling different people, and then they're building together the entire puzzle. And then it's much easier for them to pretend. Now, obviously, AI could play a really big role in that system because it could help people understand different workflows. Imagine this. The CEO is publishing content on LinkedIn. A bad actor might go into the CEO's LinkedIn feed and extract all of the posts. And maybe they run some text analysis and finding out that the CEO is always using certain phrases on a very frequent basis. So this might then allow them to train an AI model, which is just mimicking the writing styles or is just using certain phrases or a certain way of communicating. And then they might use that information to pretend or impersonate the CEO based on their writing style, and then maybe trick an employee to give out some of the information because it sounded like the real CEO. This is one of the dangers. Another way how a bad actor might use that for social engineering might be that they are looking through all the reviews on Glassdoor to find some information about internal processes that have been mentioned, how inefficient certain ways are, how departments work, and they might just analyze all of those reviews from all the different employees and finding out some information about internal processes that might just be sprinkled here or there, like little nuances, but wouldn't pick them up just looking at one review. But if you're looking at 1,000 reviews, you might get enough information to actually have enough background information to pretend that you are working that company. So I'm telling you this because I want you to now think about how to prevent this from happening. I want you to think about your internal in-house security. Maybe you need an advanced way of verifying people, both over the phone and over email. Maybe now is the time to actually think about setting up a policy when it comes to communicating certain specific company internals to whoever, be that someone in-house is asking a question. Maybe there should be a verification process where you always have to double check where is something coming from. My recommendation would be to implement some form of system that you can verify that the person who's in possession of a physical object, for example, a physical encryption key, is actually the one talking to you. Meaning, if someone is making a request, you should ask the person to verify the request by, for example, signing a message with their in-house encryption key. And this way you can verify it's actually the real person sending you this, and then you can give this information internally. But there's obviously many different ways, and the most important one is probably going for education and teaching employees how to spot social engineering, have very strict policies which information can be communicated via email or internal messengers, and which one can only be given over in person or via special encrypted channels. Of course, we could also use this the other way around, using AI for a honeypot by pretending to be an employee and then just asking for hackers to reach out to them. Imagine this, you set up your company page, you might have a couple of fake LinkedIn profiles with certain role titles where those people don't exist. There would be no way someone would ever reach out to them unless they were just scraping the internet. So you could use it also like the other way around, having an automated email system to wait for hackers to identify when an attack might be happening. So despite the danger of AI, I think it's really exciting times at the moment. And if you take action now, you do the education of your employees, you implement some additional two-factor authentications, internal processes and policies for which information can be shared with anyone within or with external, and what are the procedures to give out certain information or how to verify that a request is actually coming from the right person, then you should be in good shape. If you want to learn more about AI tools, how to use AI tools to optimizing your internal processes and systems, for example, using it for content creation, you definitely want to make sure that you subscribe, hit the notification bell, and smash the like button. And I'll see you soon. Bye.